Good evening and welcome to the Doghouse at Eau Claire North High School. Zaleski Sports presents Big Rivers Conference girls basketball, and it's the crosstown showdown between the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes and the Eau Claire North Huskies. Hello everybody, I'm Bob Bradovich, joined here at the Doghouse by former Memorial head coach and assistant coach Dave Sparger. And Sparger, we got a great atmosphere tonight. North Memorial, always a big deal in the city of Eau Claire. It's kind of the big stage for everybody because there's no boys game tonight, so we expect a good crowd and a competitive game tonight.
Yeah, like you said, just a great atmosphere. You've got the band, you've got the cheerleaders, the dance team, you've got it all here tonight. And there's still a little bit of room if those want to come on down and join us, because this is going to be a good one.
And if you can't join us, then enjoy the rest of the action on Zaleski Sports. Let's talk about the Old Abes. They are 11-1 overall, 5-0 to lead the Big Rivers Conference, ranked number 9 in the latest Zaleski Sports Division I statewide poll. This is a deep team, this is a talented team, and they've got a really nice blend of veterans and newcomers.
Yeah, they sure do. It all starts, obviously, with their seniors. That Raina Welsh has just been on a tear the last 2 weeks. She had 31 in her last game up in Rice Lake, and she has just done an outstanding job inside. In fact, that Old Abe offense just runs through her. And then you add, the senior Ashlyn Schroeder. She's kind of the Swiss Army knife of that whole defense. She can guard a 6, she can guard the 1, she can guard the 5. She just does it all defensively for them. And again, you just go back to the experience of those two as seniors, and then you throw in a freshman, Nora Kling, who has a lot of talent.
On the other side, the Eau Claire North Huskies are 7-6 overall, 2-3 in the Big Rivers. Head coach Deb Peterson telling me before the game that finally she's got everybody healthy, and that's been, created a little bit of a challenge going forward. But if you look at their top 3 players, the O'Keefe twins, Ellie and Ava, go along with Hope Buschendorf. They've got a really solid veteran core, and if those outside shots start falling, North is a real tough team.
Absolutely, especially Ellie O'Keefe. Boy, I'll tell you what, she crosses half court, she's looking for a shot. That young lady has range. And again, she's averaging about 14 points a game. That's somebody that the Old Abes are going to pick up right across half court. But you're right, you bring up that, you talk about a veteran team. Look at North. All those kids that are starting here on varsity have been up there now the last 3 years. So a lot of experience, and those seniors got to lean on that for tonight.
And it'll be an interesting matchups. You get Buschendorf versus Welsh down in the low post. You got the perimeter players, the O'Keefe twins, against Rhea Shaw and Nora Kling. This is setting up to be a really good matchup tonight at the Doghouse. Eau Claire and North, Eau Claire Memorial, crosstown showdown. Always a fun time when these two teams meet. Sparks, if you look at keys for each of these teams, what do you think those will be?
Well, I think you mentioned already for North, they've got to be able to hit that perimeter shot. If they can drain some threes, I think they can keep it close. For Memorial, they just got a sound defense. They've got to get all that pressure they love to put on you, and they've got to push North out farther than they're comfortable at shooting it.
Memorial comes in averaging 59.2 points per game. They held their opponents up to this point to an average of 34.2 a game. North, boy, the margins are pretty slim for the Huskies. They average 55.9 a game. They give up 52.3 per game. This is the first of 2 meetings between these two teams this year, and this should be a good one. Stands are filling up here at the Doghouse, and again, Sparks, North versus Memorial. You've been a part of so many of these games over the years. This is always a good time.
It is, and I'll tell you what, tonight it's kind of special for North. They're looking for a signature win. They've lost to Rice Lake, they lost to Menominee, they lost to Hudson, who are on the top half of the conference right now. And so this one's big for North. If they can knock off the number 1 team in the conference, that could really catapult them the second half of the season.
And we always talk in these crosstown showdown games, it's like you are so amped up, but you have to kind of, enjoy the moment, but at the same time not get too worked up.
Yeah, for sure, right? You got to stay within yourself, stay within the moment.
Right now at the Doghouse, the North Pep Band with the rendition of our national anthem.
Under the direction of Catherine Moorhauser, plays our national anthem.
Great job by the Eau Claire North Pep Band and our national anthem. Team's about to be introduced. The Old Abe's, the road team tonight in their purple jerseys, the white numerals and lettering, the white trim. Familiar starting lineup in the backcourt. Rhea Shaw, the junior, averaging 6.2 points per game. Nora Kling, who wears number 3. Ashlyn Schroeder. Marley Ferguson in the starting lineup. Lydia Palmier. And Raina Welsh. So Nora Kling will come off the bench. A little bit of a change for head coach Brandon Fanning. Ellie O'Keefe, one of the North High starters. Ava O'Keefe, her twin sister, also in the backcourt. Hope Buschendorf. All 3 of those are seniors, along with Novalyn Sands Hannah. And the lone junior in the starting lineup, Addie Shepler. Brandon Fanning is the head coach of the Old Abe's. Deb Peterson for the Huskies. Sparks, I think in games like this, I mean, we talk about using the energy in this gym to your advantage, but get a good start. You know, like you said, play within yourself, get into the flow of your offense and defense, and you know, again, let that energy be a positive for you.
Yeah, and that goes for both teams. Both of them want to start well, make sure they take care of the basketball, just run their offense, and like you said, get in the flow of the game.
Buschendorf wins the tap, and the Huskies will begin on offense. This is Ellie O'Keefe, picked up by Rhea Shaw.
Yeah,
and the twin sister Ava O'Keefe.
Yeah, no surprise, Rhea Shaw on Ellie O'Keefe. Shaw's by far their best point defender.
Ellie O'Keefe, leading scorer for the Huskies, just under 14 points per game. Hands to Addie Shepler. Ava O'Keefe thought about the shot. Ellie O'Keefe now on the drive, off the glass, no. Welsh the rebound. Here's Rhea Shaw, Old Abe's first possession of the basketball game. Shaw over to Palmier. She'll launch from distance. That's no good. Ball batted around right there for the rebound and the putback. Ashlyn Schroeder. Hoop wouldn't have that one. And it's the Huskies basketball.
Yeah, important for the Huskies tonight to take care of those rebounds, offensive and defensive.
Sands Hannah in the corner. Inside Shepler. Buschendorf will try from the baseline. That's no good. Rebound. And here come the Old Abe's. Ferguson to Shaw.
Good
Saves
save.
it to Ferguson. Palmier will back it out. The Old Abe's will reset. Still scoreless here from the doghouse. Ferguson, contact. Sands Hannah draws the charge.
And we're not quite 2 minutes into this game, and the Old Abe's are already going to sub 3. This is what they've been doing all season.
Meredith Adams, Nora Kling, and Cora Graham all checking in for the Old Abe's.
Coach Fanning likes to get a lot of players in early to get in the flow of the game.
Here's Ellie O'Keefe. Sands Hannah now. She'll try from distance. That's off. Not touched by anybody, so it's Old Abe's basketball. Each team has had a couple good looks, Sparks, just nothing has gone down so far.
Yeah, typical of these games, right? A little bit of nerves, not quite finishing yet.
Shaw up top. Here's Cora Graham. It's the high pick from Adams. Nora Kling, it's her first crosstown showdown at the varsity level. And that's a different experience, Sparks. Yeah, you played in these games as an underclassman. Kling, all kinds of contact, offensive foul.
Yeah, she's one that just loves to take it to the glass. And that's the second time now that Sands Hannah has taken the charge. Yeah, she had that little pull-up jumper from about 8 feet, but took it into traffic, got the charge.
Backward pressure by the Old Abes. Huskies just get it in. Shepler guarded by Schroeder and loses it. And then Shepler commits the foul. Meredith Adams.
Yeah, tough foul there on Shepler. She's lost control of the ball and then kind of got her feet tangled up and just couldn't maintain her balance and just accidentally fell into Adams.
Lydia Palmier, Raina Welsh back in for the Old Abes. And we've seen Brandon Fanning do this over the course of the year, Sparks, just mixing and matching and just trying to keep everybody fresh and play that pressure defense. In and out of the hands of Lydia Palmier, and the Huskies will get the ball back.
Yeah, Huskies don't do a lot of pressing, but they just decided to pick up because they only had one guard back. The turnover pays off for the Huskies.
Ava O'Keefe will take it out, and it's taken away by Nora Kling. Nora Kling to the hoop, layup, no! Sands Hannah the rebound. Well, whether it's nerves or whatever it is, Sparks, he's team again.
I was going to say,
plenty of good looks.
Welcome to North Memorial.
O'Keefe off the glass, that's no good. And Graham will get it to Shaw. Rhea Shaw into the corner, Kling. Palmier thought about the three. Lydia Palmier fouled on the drive.
Nice little shot fake and go. And again, some of these guys are figuring out they can't take it all over the glass, so they're pulling up now. So the Old Abes have got to make that adjustment as the Huskies are doing a good job stealing on the drives.
And you got to respect Lydia Palmier. She was shooting over 30%, has cooled off. Raina Welsh.
Good entry pass right there from Graham.
First 2 points of the basketball game, and it comes nearly 3 minutes into this one. Huskies ball down by 2.
There's a great spot for the double team.
O'Keefe gets it away, but it's taken away by Palmier.
Yeah, you just can't cross that half-court line and pull up like that.
Cora Graham hassled by Ellie O'Keefe, but Ellie O'Keefe is the one who knocked it out. So the Abes will get it back. A chance to extend this 2-point lead. Inbounds pass, Raina Welsh challenged by Buschendorf. Welsh gets it back, knocked away, scramble for the basketball. They get it to Kling, that doesn't good. Back tap and Shaw travels.
Yeah, a little shot fake. She probably should have just taken that one. Had a wide open 3 look.
Well, we talked about that low post battle between Raina Welsh and Hope Buschendorf. There's a steal, and Palmier puts it in.
Yeah, Lydia Palmier using the correct hand, gets into the passing lane, gets rewarded with 2 points.
4-0 Old Abes over the Huskies. Ellie O'Keefe up top, Shepler.
Yeah, that matchup inside is going to be fun to watch tonight. Buschendorf and Welsh.
Yeah, both athletic players. Welsh gets a hand on that one. Shaw on the push. Palmier clears it to Kling, who puts it up, and not good.
But the follow
Kling
and one.
Gets the bucket and the foul.
Wow, did she get up for that first pass? I thought that was way over her head going out of bounds, and she just got up there and brought it back down.
Couple subs in for North. Ellie Jacobs wears number 20. Haley Lavoie wears number 30. The foul goes on Novi Sands Hannah. And it puts Nora Kling at the line. A chance for the 3-point play. Good start for the Old Abes. They're up 7-0. Marley Ferguson checks in for the Abes.
Yeah, this Abes pressure is going to put a lot of stress on that North Husky bench. She's going to have to use bodies tonight that she may not want to, but just because of this tempo, she's going to need to go deep.
And Brandon Fanning has gone way deep into his bench. Huskies lose it. Palmier on the push. Inside, Raina Welsh.
Got another charge after she dished off.
Charge. Novelyn Sands Hannah,
her
smallest
third
player on the court at 5'3", has taken 3 charges already, Sparks.
Yeah, and that was just on Lydia Palmier as she dished off, was not able to come to a jump stop, and they called it off the ball for the charge.
Andy Sikora has checked in for the Huskies. Sands Hannah in some trouble in the backcourt and gets the bailout foul there. Cora Graham on the reach.
Yeah, she's got to go straight with the hands there. She had a couple of reaches to tap the ball, but once she put the ball on the floor, she had to give that up.
Ava O'Keefe on the inbounds. Finds Sands Hannah.
Here comes that double team.
Sands Hannah in trouble, gets it ahead. It's knocked around. Huskies come out of there with it. Good hands that time by Ellie Jacobs. Jacobs clears up top. Sikora. Lavoie now. Welch comes out to guard her. Bounce pass Sands Hannah.
With Ellie O'Keefe on the bench, North's going to try to find somebody else who can score.
Ava O'Keefe got tangled up down there. Baseline official didn't get a good look at it, but then the guys up top said, Old Abe's basketball.
And Ellie O'Keefe takes one possession off. She's back in.
Meredith Adams back in for the Old Abes along with Nora Kling. Also checking in is Rhea Shaw.
We got something here on the floor, I think, that they got to clean up.
We'll take the opportunity to tell you that Herrick and Hart Law Office has been on the side of the injured since 1951. Find them at eauclairlaw.com. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office, and they take most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they are changing lives one smile at a time. Call their Marshfield office to set up a free consultation today. 12:56 to go, first half. North Huskies still stuck on 0. Memorial Old Abes with the basketball and the lead. Kling on the drive. Nora Kling takes it strong, and she'll go to the line. You know, when Nora Kling gets the ball, Sparks, chances are she's going to take it hard to the hoop.
Yeah, if she's got a gap, she's going to punch it and try to go all the way. And fortunately for her, Sands Hannah's on the bench right now, or she would have stepped in for that charge. She's been doing that all night.
Kling now 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Abes up by a score of 8-0.
Well, I like the way Fanning's bringing her off the bench tonight. You got the big North Memorial crosstown. She had a chance to just sit and kind of take it in for a couple minutes and then jump into the action. Here's that double team again.
O'Keefe gives it up to Buschendorf. Into the corner, three-pointer, Ellie Jacobs.
That's big for the Huskies.
Knocked out of bounds, Abes will keep it. More subs coming in. Ava Hoytom is in. Shepler back in for the Huskies.
Hoytom, the other freshman on the varsity for the Old Abes. She had a nice game up in Rice Lake off the bench.
Hoytom also saw some time in the JV game, which was won by the Old Abes. Old Abes ball up 5. Kling. Hoytom out of the corner, and
that's her
good.
specialty. Coming off the bench, looking for the 3.
Back to an 8-point lead for the Apes. Nice give and go by the Huskies.
Tough
Shepler.
shot. That's a tough shot right there, that runner in the lane.
I think now we're getting the game we expected, Sparks. Each team has gotten its offense untracked. Schroeder on the drive. Hoytom clears it. Kling for 3. That is good. And with that, the Huskies take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Back-to-back threes for the freshman.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. What crosstown rival? What are we talking about? Just another game.
Yeah, exactly.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to Ridgetop.
11:32 remaining in the first half. Eau Claire Memorial has stretched its lead over Eau Claire North to 9 points. And a foul in the backcourt. It's going to go on Ava Hoytom of the Old Abes.
Yeah, a little ticky-tack foul there in the backcourt. She'd really given it up, was just kind of trailing.
Lydia Palmier back in for the Abes. Ellie O'Keefe gets it in bounce.
That is the 5th team foul now this half for the Old Abes.
Yeah, 5 on the Abes, 4 on the Huskies. Ellie O'Keefe down the line, blocked by Welsh.
Ellie O'Keefe with a little grin, gave Welsh a little low five right there. Tipped her hat to her.
Yeah, these players know each other quite well.
Well, that's just it. You know what? They're friends off the court. That's what's so special about these crosstown rivals.
Inside now, Jacobs. Shepler. Sikora. Looking inside for Buschendorf. Turnaround jumper, back rim, no. Loose ball corralled. Ellie O'Keefe for 2. First points of the game for Ellie O'Keefe. Rhea Shaw all the way down. Palmier in the corner. Palmier kicks it out. Welsh for 3.
She can hit those.
And that rims out. Schroeder using that long reach. Fires across court to Shaw. Back outside. Hoytom.
Got another 3. Last 3 hoops for the Old Abes. All 3s and all from the freshmen.
So those 2 freshmen alone, Sparks, have contributed 13 points.
That's not too shabby coming off your bench.
Not bad at all. And again, that's what makes this Old Abes team so difficult to guard, because the points can come from any place.
Yeah, we talked about that before with this team, and it's never the same person every night. You know, Raina Walsh is going to get her 18 to 20, but after that, somebody else always seems to step up with a big night.
10 minutes to go, first half. Lob down low. Hope Buschendorf knocked away. Schroeder the steal. Welsh will bring it up. Finds Rhea Shaw. Back to Welsh. And she's called for the
travel,
walk.
yeah. She got a little ahead of herself right there on the top.
Multiple subs back in. Ava O'Keefe will check in for the Huskies along with Novi Sands Hannah. Marley Ferguson back in for the Old Abes. Meredith Adams in as well. And again, you know, you got the Old Abes. They can rotate Welsh and Adams. Meantime, Buschendorf's going to have to stay out there.
Yeah, she's going to have to log a lot of minutes tonight. She's got to be able to rebound and play defense.
Ava O'Keefe, the lefty 3 is off. Adams clears to Palmier. Palmier gets the high pick. Now Kling. Nora Kling on the drive. Off the glass and in.
Coaching staff from Memorial was looking for the end one on that. But again, a strong finish. She is finishing tonight. Struggled the last 2 games, but boy, she's there tonight.
She's got that great first step, and if she can get her defender, look out. Good look that time. Buschendorf wouldn't go. Here's Ferguson. Hoytom. Deflected and picked up now by Kling. Nora Kling on the drive, kind of throws it off the glass. Abes on the scramble. Meredith Adams.
She does such a nice job off the bench, filling those minutes for Welsh.
Ellie O'Keefe to Ava O'Keefe. 3-pointer, it's just off. Kling ahead on the run out. Hoytom. And she gets fouled by Sands Hannah.
Good look right there. Kling ahead, seeing the breakout from Hoytom.
From the Huskies, number 11, Maddie
Ava Hoytom will go to the line.
You know, and here again, if the Abes look like they're getting a little bit tired, they just come off the bench. Here's 3 more subs. About every 2 minutes, try to keep them fresh.
Get Peterson trying to go to her bench as well. Alyssa Mantuffel is in for North. She wears number 14. Hoytom 1 of 2. 22-17 is your score with 8:21 left.
Miley Cayley in for the Old Abes for the first time.
Sands Hannah gets it across. Lavoie brings it up for the Huskies. She's called on the travel.
Well, this is exactly what the Old Abes want. They want to keep that pressure, continue to force North into those turnovers.
Yeah, they speed you up with that backcourt pressure and that full court pressure in that time. North just didn't keep it settled down the way they wanted to. Graham goes inside. Welsh,
Oh,
nice
pretty move.
step through.
Good
Wouldn't
finish,
go.
but she'll
Welsh
follow it.
again. Huskies get it to Lavoie. Picks up her dribble, finds Ellie O'Keefe. Boy, Abe's doing a really good job extending on both of the O'Keefes.
Yeah, they'll switch those ball screens to make sure they've always got somebody in front.
Sands Hannah. Here's Mantuffel. Ava O'Keefe. That one won't go. Sands Hannah.
Right place, right time.
Again, just found some space inside and went and got it. Rhea Shaw. Oh, good job to save the ball, but Sands Hannah picks it up with some good hustle. Back to Lavoie. Sands Hannah open behind the arc. She'll find Ava O'Keefe. Here's Mantuffel. Ellie O'Keefe, long distance 3. That won't go. Right on line, but Hoop wouldn't have it. Cayley now on the kick out to Graham. Knocked out of bounds by Ava O'Keefe. Old Abes will keep it. Mancino's Grinders and Pizza, locally owned and operated. They have been a family tradition for more than 27 years. For the best hot sandwich in town, grab a grinder at Mancino's, conveniently located just off of Highway 53 and Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Nora Kling, good look inside to Welch. Double team down low.
Gonna get the jump ball.
And the block. Nice defense that time by Ava O'Keefe, giving up some size to Raina Welsh, but O'Keefe got all ball there.
Yeah, I got the help from the perimeter, and that's what the Huskies are going to have to do. Somebody's going to have to get down there and double that and dig it out.
Held ball. Possession arrow was pointing the way of the Abes, so they keep it with 6:38 left. Tell you, those forks at the scorer's table, Sparks, have been busy tonight.
Yeah.
Checking in one
track.
player after the other. The official explaining the details of, I think, which way the arrow was pointing. Addie Shepler is in for the Huskies. They trail 24-9. Had some good looks, just not shooting a super high percentage. Cayley. Kick out Schroeder. Shaw now. Kling will drive all the way to the hoop. No. Raina Welsh, yes. Raina Welsh starting to pick up her scoring tonight. 6 points for her.
Yeah, they come in bunches, and again, she's not just a post player who's looking to get fed all the time. She's willing to move without the ball, and shot goes up. She's going to follow it with a good rebound.
Contact there. They'll get Welsh on the foul. Welsh looking back at Coach Fanning and just saying, yeah, I know. I think she saw the ball and she thought she was going to get the steal, and there's some contact there.
Yeah, just her first here tonight.
So Welsh will check out. With that, Buschendorf comes back in for the Huskies. They go inside. Buschendorf operating against Adams. The kick out. Now out to Ava O'Keefe. Ava O'Keefe
Tough
off
move.
the glass. No. Adams the rebound. Finds Palmier. Ahead to Schroeder. Into the corner. Kling. And it's taken away. Nice defense that time by Shepler. Ellie O'Keefe now picked up by Kling. Ellie O'Keefe's got such a good handle. The Kling staying right with her. Shepler now.
You can just see how far that Old Abe defense pushes them out. There's a nice drive.
Shepler won't get the roll. Battle for the rebound.
Oh.
Adams.
Adams pretty much took that away from Buschendorf. And
Finds
now the Old Abe's got
Schroeder.
numbers.
Here comes Hoytom.
Nice
To Nora
dish.
Kling. Freshman to freshman.
Boy, once Adams got that cleared, she did a nice job. Gave the Old Abe's numbers going down.
Lavoie. Here's Ava O'Keefe for three. Huskies needed that one.
Yeah, they sure do. Tell you, it's now at least a 16-point game, but you're right, it was kind of getting out of hand.
3 points for Ava O'Keefe. 2 for her twin sister, Ellie. Combined, those two average around 19 points per game. Adams a little short. Quickly into the front court, Lavoie. Nice pass, Hope Buschendorf.
First time tonight, the Huskies have been able to beat that press down the floor.
5-0 run by the Huskies. Palmier in some trouble, and they're going to get one of the O'Keefe sisters on the
Looks like
foul.
to be Ava on this
Yep,
one,
Ava
yeah.
on that one.
Be her second here in the first half.
Ellie Jacobs will check in. Rhea Shaw back in for the Old Abes, along with Cora Graham. 4:09 left, first half. Lob inside, knocked around. Ooh, Rhea Shaw comes up with it. Raina Welsh for two.
Rhea Shaw doing all the dirty work. Gets the loose ball, nice little dish off.
8 points now for Raina Welsh. 30-14. Lavoie into the front court. Haley Lavoie won't get the finish. Ferguson for the Abes. Hoytom gives it up to Shaw. Guarded by Ellie O'Keefe.
Good job right here by Shaw, bringing it back out and setting the offense.
Cora Graham on the drive. Wanted the dish to Welsh, but it got knocked out of bounds by the Huskies.
Good look, though, right? She tried to do a little pocket pass over across to Welsh, who would cross the other side of the lane, but just couldn't quite get it through him.
Huskies will take a timeout. We'll step aside as well. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
.326 remaining in the first half. Eau Claire Memorial leading Eau Claire North 30-14, and the Old Abes have the basketball coming out of this timeout. Bounce pass inside, knocked away by Buschendorf. Held ball, possession arrow. He is pointing the way of the Old Abes. Lydia Palmier back in for Memorial along with Nora Kling. It's Cora Graham on the inbound. Finds Rhea Shaw. Shaw for three, and that is good.
Pretty from the corner.
Did a really nice job of setting her feet, getting that good base and good follow through. 33-14 now. Nearly knocked away, or it was knocked away by Paul Meir.
Yeah, great effort right there.
Huskies will keep it. Well, that's the thing with the Abes is that, yeah, you got some scorers out there, you got some rebounders, but everybody plays defense.
Yeah, absolutely, because I tell you what, if she doesn't dive and knock it away, Lavoie's going to have a path to the hoop.
Here's Sikora looking for a cutter. Got it to Lavoie, but foul's going to go on the Abes.
That'll put the Huskies at the line with the bonus.
Ashlyn Schroeder back in for Memorial.
Got Lydia Palmier there for the push. It's her second here in the first half.
Palmier will check out. Millie Cayley will come in for the Abes. At the line is Haley Lavoie looking for her first point to this basketball game. Senior averages just under 6 points per game. Two and two for Lavoie. Huskies edge a little bit closer. Kind of a rare situation, Sparks. Both of the O'Keefe twins on the bench for the Huskies.
Wow, you're right. I didn't even notice that. That's very unusual.
You wonder if they'll get some run right before the half. Probably sit for a little while longer. That'd be my guess. Huskies still in this one. They would love to get this margin down just a bit. Nora Kling for three.
Oh, she's got a couple tonight.
Going to make the margin 20.
She's up to 14 here in the first half.
Now with that, Ellie O'Keefe gets set to check in. Whistle and a foul. They're going to get Nora Kling on that one. Now Ava O'Keefe will check in as well.
Yeah, for Kling, that'll be her second, so she'll grab the bench.
So Ava O'Keefe checks in. Ellie will wait to sub in for Novi Sands Hannah. No that time. And here come the Abes with Ferguson. Schroeder picks it up, finds Welsh, triple teamed inside. Welsh rips it away, gets it back.
Kick that out. There we go.
Finds Schroeder.
They just had 4 sink on her. So good job kicking it out. Old Abes will reload.
Shaw gets the high pick. Wanted to get it inside to Welsh, instead the foul, and that's going to put the Old Abes at the free throw line, that being the 7th team foul on North.
Yeah, foul called on Buschendorf. That's just her first, though.
Now Ellie O'Keefe will check in. Rhea Shaw up to 4 points now. Old Abes now by 21 points, but an offensive rebound. Schroeder, Shaw, nets off. Picked up Ellie O'Keefe. She's tripped up. They play on. It was an inadvertent
Yeah, I think she just
tangle up there.
She tripped on the floor right there. Just going to get her foot stuck. Oh, good shot fake by Schroeder.
Ashlyn Schroeder had Buschendorf fly by, and then Schroeder able to finish. 23-point lead for the Abes. Definite danger zone time here for the Huskies. They had gone on a couple runs, and they were in okay shape despite the deficit. Now Memorial has extended that lead to 23. Still over a minute to go. Buschendorf down low. Lavoie operating against Cayley. Wanted to get it inside to Ellie O'Keefe, and she was double teamed, but foul goes on Memorial and Rhea Shaw. Sparks, if you're looking at reasons why this margin is what it is, I think you'd have to say the defense on both Ellie and Ava O'Keefe.
Absolutely.
Making them work for their points.
Yeah, they just can't get free for good looks. You know, they've just done a nice job on the perimeter of really tying them up, pushing them up further than they're comfortable, and they're switching all the ball screens. So you just don't get them easy looks.
It's another missed front end of the 1-and-1 by the Huskies. Under a minute to go, first half. Hoytom. Oh, that three wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Rebound, Lavoie.
Set play from the old Abe's right there. Coach Fanning wanted that look for her.
Cora Graham will check in for Memorial. Huskies looking for some momentum to head into that locker room. Ellie O'Keefe. The kick out. Lavoie for three. That's no good. Long rebound tracked down by the Huskies. Good job by Jacobs. Under 30 seconds to go. Ellie O'Keefe to Hope Buschendorf. Ellie O'Keefe thought she would take the three. Instead, takes it to the hoop and scores.
Yeah, nice little drive for her right there to finish.
Cora Graham wanting to get it to Adams. Schroeder then had it deflected out of bounds by Ava O'Keefe. Welsh and Hoytom back in for the Abes. So you get a post player and a shooter.
Yeah, that's what he wants. He wants 5 scorers on the floor right now. Just 8 seconds left here. Screen to dump it in. Looking for that dump in.
Oh, good hands by Buschendorf. Now Ellie
got
O'Keefe up top. Buschendorf will launch, and that is off. First half is in the books. Old Abe's 39, Huskies 18. Sparks, Abe's got off to that start. Huskies were cold. Memorial built that 8-0 lead. Even though the Huskies made a couple of runs, Memorial able to really put some distance between themselves and the Huskies as this first half finished off.
Yeah, it's all about the defensive pressure from the old Abes. They just keep bringing their 5 off the bench. It doesn't matter. All 10 of them can just put such good defensive pressure. It's full court, it's half court, it's forcing North to turn the ball over or to speed up their half court offense. They're just not comfortable running their offense. And so Memorial makes them uncomfortable. They make mistakes, they force shots, and then the benefit to the Memorial is they get the board, they push and go the other way.
Whether it is skiing, hockey, or basketball this winter, Shepke Chiropractic has got your back. For all your sports-related injuries, you can rely on Shepke Chiropractic to get you back in the game. Visit them online at shepkechiropractic.com. Sparks, let's go in the locker room with each of these teams. Let's talk about what the old Abes and Coach Fanning are likely talking about.
Well, I'm sure he's going in there saying that's exactly what we got to do. We got to maintain that pressure. We got to be smart. We can't foul. Know when to give it up. You know, when you're 80 feet away from the hoop, that's not a time to reach. Just run with them, get ahead of them, right? Take off, get ahead, turn the ball. Keep making them turn the ball. And again, just continue that relentless pressure. They've dumped it inside a couple times. They've had good help. They've recovered. And again, you talked about Ellie and Ava O'Keefe. You know, don't let them hurt you, and they haven't. That's 4 points and 3 points, and that's the only two really that if you look at their scoring offensively, they can go off and get a ton, and they've done a nice job of containing them. So again, for the old Abes, keep doing what you're doing. Take care of the ball on offense. Look inside. You've always got to go through Welsh. She'll kick it out, and you've got other avenues after that.
And for the Huskies, you know, the effort's been there. They've gotten some decent looks. They just haven't knocked down enough shots. What do you think the talk in that locker room is?
Yeah, it's definitely not the effort, right? I mean, they're going 100 miles an hour. They're trying to keep up with the old Abes. But the problem is they feel like they're going 100 miles an hour. They're just out of their comfort zone. So, again, you've got to tell them, listen, take care of the basketball, make the easy pass. If you're dribbling and you feel pressure, pull it up or back it up and have somebody come and help you. Get relief of that pressure. When you get relief from that pressure, now you can attack because you're going to have numbers going to the hoop. So, and again, even at the half court or full court, take care of the basketball, understand the pressure, and get yourself out of there and run a good set on the offensive end.
Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Senior day for the North dance team. Those young women being recognized along with their parents. We give them a shout out here at the Doghouse. It is halftime. We'll take an extended break. We'll be back in a bit. You're watching Big Rivers Girls High School basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room. You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted local affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
We are back at the Doghouse, getting you set for second half action. It's Eau Claire Memorial, leading Eau Claire North 39-18. Bob Bradovich, Dave Sparger with you. It's Sparks. Old Abe's, again, it's that total team effort. They've gotten a nice spark from the two freshmen. Nora Kling has hit a couple outside shots. So is Ava Hoytom. Kling doing her usual thing, going hard to the bucket. You throw in what Raina Welsh has provided inside and good solid defense. And as a result, you add it all up, Abe's are up 21.
Yeah, like I said, it all starts with their defense, though, because it all happens in transition a lot. If they've got to run a half-court set, it's going to run through Welsh. And, you know, Kling usually pays the benefit of that because everybody pays so much attention inside. She's able to hit those driving lanes. But tonight, she's hit a couple of threes, which we hadn't seen before.
Right.
You know, she's always been just take it to the hole. And all of a sudden a charge later, she's like, all right, maybe I can't get there all the time. She's stepped out, knocked down a couple of threes. The other freshman, Hoytom, she's done the same thing. So, you know, again, big night for those kids coming off the bench.
Because one of the things I'm going to be looking for, Sparks, is whether the Huskies can figure out some ways to get Ellie O'Keefe open. Because she, as much as she's a shooter, is that she's also a facilitator. She gets other players involved. And she's kind of the key to the whole thing. And you can look at the Old Abe's defense, and they have just made that decision. She is not going to beat us.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Ellie O'Keefe is their go-to. She's a senior. She's been tremendous. She's an all-conference player. And, you know, like you said, besides the scoring that she can bring you, she just facilitates so well, creates for everybody else, and it was just a tough first half. So you're right. Let's see what kind of adjustments the Huskies have made here.
Huskies will get it coming out of the break. Here's Nolan Sands Hannah. Had a really good first half defensively, taking 3 charges. Ellie O'Keefe picks up the dribble. Now Sands Hannah. Shepler. Back to Sands Hannah in the corner. They go inside Hope Buschendorf. Little two-person game there, but
Schroeder almost with the steal.
Near steal by Ashlyn Schroeder. Schroeder, you talked about her in the pregame, Sparks. She's just such a good defender. She's got the long arms, really athletic, and she anticipates well.
Yeah, and she can switch with anybody on the floor and still play that solid defense. So, you know, right there on a guard on the perimeter, it just didn't matter.
First possession, second half. Again, this defense just is extending so much, and the Huskies just do not look real comfortable running their offense.
Well, yeah, you said it. It's extended. I mean, that is a deep three that she knocks down there.
Santana says, all right, you're going to let me have that shot? I'm going to sink it.
And that's what they've got to do to get back into this.
Yeah, a couple shots, couple stops, and all of a sudden you're playing with some momentum. Welsh will drive, puts up the shot over Buschendorf and hits.
Nice little pull-up right there.
Raina Welsh into double figures with 10 points.
She's shown that this year with her offensive difference. You know, she's been doing that mid-range jumper. She's been doing the 3 points. She's knocked a couple down.
There's some defense by Lydia Palmier.
Yeah, tie it up. That'll go to the old Abes.
You talk about the youth of this Memorial team. Palmier, only a junior. It seems like she's been around forever. She's gotten playing time in each of the last couple of years. Welsh inside. Challenged that time by Buschendorf. Santana will loop it down low. Schepler tracks that one down.
Yeah, nice job by Schepler to get that one. That was going out of bounds. And there's that pressure again.
Schroeder hounding Schepler, who just gets it off to Ellie O'Keefe. O'Keefe on the drive. Yeah, anytime she drives, there's a second Memorial player coming to help on the defense. Santana now. They go inside. Buschendorf, turnaround shot, and it drops.
Little turnaround jumper. She gets that one to go for her. Couple points here early now in the second half for the Huskies.
Palmier gives it up to Ferguson. Shaw for three. Online, but no. Buschendorf wanted to get Ellie O'Keefe on the break. That did not happen. Palmier, nice little touch pass to Shaw. Rhea Shaw.
Drew the foul right there.
Shaw will go to the line. So Hope Buschendorf picks up the foul.
That'll be her second.
At the line is Rhea Shaw. Still stuck on 4 points. Ellie Jacobs and Haley Lavoie back in for the Huskies. Nora Kling in for Memorial.
And Adams.
And Meredith Adams, yeah.
Again, a very standard operating procedures here. The early subs, get everybody in.
Yeah, they go 5 deep off the bench. And that's, you know, we talk about this with the Memorial boys team, but it's true on the girls' side as well. They can mix and match in practice, and I bet they have some pretty good scrimmages and some pretty good drills.
There's that good double team and the steal.
And they get the steal. Nora Kling on the push. Kling puts it off the glass. Played that one well. Had Palmier on the other wing, and the defender had to drop, and Kling saw it root to the basket.
Yeah, they weren't going to. Oh, nice steal by Schroeder again.
Inside to Kling.
Nice little move.
And she puts in 2 more.
Good patience on that one.
Timeout. Huskies will step aside as well. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Back at the doghouse, Eau Claire Memorial has pushed its lead out to 23 points, 46-23. Sparks, same game plan the Abes had in the first half. They're doing it here in the second.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple steals here back-to-back. Going full court, get steal to half court, a couple easy layups. Huskies had cut it to 18, had a couple of good sets, some good offensive sets, and were able to score off them. But then again, the full court pressure or that half court pressure, just they turn the ball over and it's easy points for the Old Abes.
Inbounds to Haley Lavoie. Ahead to Sikora. Haley O'Keefe now with Nora Kling guarding her. On the switch, it's Schroeder. Now Adams comes out on the switch. Boy, 3 different players in the span of about 10, 15 seconds guarding Ellie O'Keefe.
Old Abe's looking for that 5-second call on all these traps and stuff they've been setting here.
O'Keefe will take a look.
Now look for the quick help here again.
Gets it to Buschendorf. Tough pass down low.
And there's the turnover.
Palmier now into the front court. She'll get things set up for the Abes. Cora Graham trying to get to the hoop. Contact, offensive foul. That time it was Buschendorf taking the charge. Sparky says, hope Buschendorf ever look like she's having a bad time out there. I mean, it doesn't matter what the sport is. Volleyball,
absolutely.
Basketball. She just always just seems like she's enjoying herself.
She just enjoys playing the game, doesn't she?
Yeah, just competing.
I mean, if you could bottle it up and give it to every player out there, boy, they just have a great time playing the game. Oh, Kling on the steal.
Nora
And
Kling
she'll just take it
taking
hard
it
to the
strong to the hoop.
Boy, she's having one of those nights where she can finish everything. We saw her against Hudson and nothing would drop for her. Boy, she's made up for that tonight.
Her first ever Crosstown Showdown game. She's got 21 points.
And we got plenty of time left.
Something tells me that she, as a youngster, watched all these games and, took some mental notes and definitely up for the challenge.
Yeah, and there's the Old Abes subbing 5 brand new players.
It's the line change.
Yeah.
It's like they're coming over the boards.
And here comes the pressure, right? Double team in the half court.
Up top now is Shepler. Huskies need some buckets. Need some solid possessions.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to come by. Both O'Keefe girls are on the bench right now. But that's a good place to start, though. You got to get Buschendorf her touches. And
nice dish
why.
inside. Addie Shepler on the finish.
Yeah, it's facilitated by Buschendorf. Give her the touch, let her work through her.
Rhea Shaw on the drive. Now, here's Ferguson. White Tom, Kaylee, Welsh. They rotated around the perimeter. Rhea Shaw gets a defender in the air. Now, swing it back to the near side. High arching three-pointer. It's just a little short for Ferguson. Put back, no.
And there's
Put
Welsh
back,
again.
yes. Raina Welsh now up to 12 points.
Such a great rebounder. There's that double team. She needs help. Gets knocked away.
Now the O'Keefe sisters back in for Eau Claire North along with Alyssa Mantuffel. Boy, this Memorial pressure just relentless. Again, with their depth, they can play this style for a full 36 minutes.
Yeah, all 10 of them can run the floor.
Here's Shepler on the drive. Gives it up. Sikora, good look. Hoop wouldn't have it. Abe's in transition. Kaylee's going to take it all the way to the hoop.
Couldn't finish.
Go.
Had a little ball fake going the other way.
Yeah, she did the good look off. Defender dropped to the other player. O'Keefe from distance. That's short.
Yeah, it's tough, boy. Her legs are going to start to go. She's having to run and handle the ball so much tonight.
Nora Kling back in for Memorial. Lydia Palmier back in as well.
Ashlyn Schroeder.
Yeah, they just come at you in waves.
Yeah.
You play hard for a couple, 3 minutes, you sit for a while, and you're back in, and you repeat as necessary. 50-25, 25-point lead. Schroeder to throw it in for the Abes.
Down screen and entry. That's been their out-of-bounds play all night, and it's led to points every time.
Welsh fouled. Ava O'Keefe thought she had all ball on that time. But that was a nice set, and Huskies had to switch. And, Welsh is just too strong in the post.
They've run that sideline out of bounds about 5 times tonight, and every time it's been given to the corner, and then Welsh has been able to seal on the block, and it's that entry. Huskies have made no adjustment to that yet.
No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snack, Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. 1-2 for Welsh. Sands Hannah now. Huskies have numbers. Palmier, the near steal. In the lane and in the bucket. Nicely done by Addie Shepler.
Yeah, Shepler trailing on the play.
And a steal by the Huskies.
Yeah, Schroeder wanted that one back as soon as she let go.
O'Keefe up top, operating on Welsh.
Yeah, they'll get that switch right there.
Sands Hannah now. Sands Hannah sees an opening, wanted to get it into the corner of Shepler, but Abe's on the steal. Here comes Kling. Hounded by Ellie O'Keefe.
Hounded is the right word there.
Open look in the corner. Lydia Palmier won't get the roll. But Raina Welsh is there for the putback. That won't go. Knocked around. The Huskies have it.
Nice job by Ellie O'Keefe just knocking that out of there, giving the Huskies a chance.
Sands Hannah will slow it down. Now she'll launch. That's good.
Back-to-back threes for her.
Sands Hannah up to 8 points.
Helps cut that lead down to 21.
Welsh thought about the three. Schroeder out to Kling. Palmier with it up top. Under 10 to go now. And with that, Brandon Fanning will take a full timeout. We'll step aside as well. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
We are back at the Doghouse. Eau Claire Memorial leading Eau Claire North. Whether you are buying or selling, turn to the Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. They've got a pulse on the local real estate market, and they can help you with both existing homes and new builds. Can also assist you through each step of the process. Make the home buying and selling process simple, not stressful. That's what you get with Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. Novi Sands Hannah thought she had the block. Gets called for the foul, and they'll send Nora Kling to the line.
Yeah, another great design play there by Coach Fanning. Run that high back screen, hits Nora Kling on that backdoor cut.
At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Nora Kling. 1-2 that trip. Ashlyn Schroeder the rebound. Wanted to get it back to Kling. Adams underneath. Count it, but no.
Oh, they're going to call it travel.
Said she came down and took a knee.
Yeah, I don't think she had possession yet, though. But yeah, you're right. That's exactly, if she did have position and stood up, then it is a travel.
HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. They have been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the last 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com. Dribbling through the pressure is Shepler. O'Keefe is looking for that step back, but once again, the Abes did a nice job on the closeout. Whistle and a foul underneath. You're going to get Meredith Adams on that one.
Yeah, Buschendorf on that post up. Adams trying to force her out of there.
3 new Old Abes back in. To cover your church, call the Dahlman Insurance Agency for a coverage analysis. Dahlman Insurance covers churches in Wisconsin with the Hastings Insurance Company. Online at dahlmaninsurance.com. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rate, stay for the service. Huskies had a good look there, but wouldn't go for Buschendorf. Cora Graham down low to Welsh. Kick out. Here's Ferguson for 3.
Some big threes tonight out of the Old Abes. Something they haven't shot a lot of through the season.
Shepler on the drive. Nice dish to Hope Buschendorf.
Yeah, nice little pocket pass from left side.
Huskies battling in this one. They just have not been able to get one of those runs going that they're capable of doing. Well, Ferguson goes right into traffic, and they get the held ball. Possession arrow pointing the way of the Huskies. Millie Cayley back in. And Schroeder back in for Memorial as well. Millie O'Keefe needs to get that one in quickly.
And there's their 5.
There's the 5-second call.
Had several close ones tonight. Finally get that one.
Yeah, again, we talk about you can't fault the effort of the Huskies, the execution, not what we normally see out of this North team. Schroeder to throw it in. Here's Millie Cayley. Schroeder. Cora Graham for 3, and that's no good. Long rebound. Sands Hannah gets it. Ahead to Ellie O'Keefe. Little hesitation dribble. Now, here's Shepler. Buschendorf. Sands Hannah on the drive. Off the glass and good.
She's had a really nice game tonight for the Huskies. She's up to 10 points. So a nice job defensively taking charges.
Inside Welsh operating on Buschendorf.
That's
clears
gonna be
herself. And they're going to get Buschendorf on the foul.
You said cleared herself, and I thought for sure that was going to be an offensive foul.
I thought she'd maybe extended just a little bit.
Yeah, she was definitely making some room for herself.
Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Nora Kling back in for Memorial, along with Lydia Palmier.
Ava O'Keefe and Haley Lavoie in for the Huskies.
Welsh makes it a 22-point lead.
She's up to 14 on the night.
Here comes Meredith Adams. Lavoie into the front court. Gets all the way to the glass and scores. Nicely done, Haley Lavoie.
Yeah, no help that time for Schroeder. She was able to take it all the way.
Kling into the lane, off the glass for 2.
Up and off balance, banks it in.
She's up to 24 points, Sparks.
Yeah, she just hasn't missed tonight. One of those nights.
Just relentless, attacking the glass. O'Keefe got out of that trap. And a foul down low. That's going to go on the Abes.
On the Old Abes, number
You know, you and I called that game last night, Memorial Boys, and it just reminds me so much of when Cooper Jesperson last night got hot and everything he threw up went in, and it's the same thing tonight for Kling.
Yeah, she just, again, does not look like a freshman out there. Buschendorf, that won't go. Fights for the rebound, whistle, and a foul.
Yeah,
that's going to go on the Abes.
Good work there by Buschendorf to follow her shot.
Adams picks up the foul. Rhea Shaw in now for the Abes. So Ava O'Keefe will throw it in for North. Here's Buschendorf. Ava O'Keefe trying to get loose on the perimeter, but that just has not been there tonight. Ava O'Keefe, strong move to the hoop.
Yeah, they're going to get Paul Meeher here on the reach on the perimeter. We'll see if she gets two or if it's going to be ball out of bounds. Yeah, she'll shoot two.
So here's Ava O'Keefe, 3 points on the night. Sister Ellie has 4. But on the course of the season, those two combined for right around 19 points per game.
Again, just a tremendous job by the Memorial Old Abe guards, switching and keeping that pressure on them all night.
Two of two for O'Keefe. .20 lead for the Abes. They have led throughout. Schroeder, it's knocked away by O'Keefe. Big scramble for the basketball. The held ball, with possession arrow point in the way of the Abes. Rita Welsh in for Memorial, and number 23, Lily Brote in for North. Kling will drive baseline. Nora Kling up and under, no.
Good little move. He went to the left hand.
Buschendorf able to pull down the rebound. It's behind the back dribble. Now we get contact there. Buschendorf set the pick, got run over by Nora Kling.
Yeah, Kling had no idea that screen was there. Not a good job by the Old Abes communicating that.
Eva Hoytom in for Memorial.
Nora Kling's 4th foul in the night, so she'll spend a little time here on the bench.
You know, with Hope Buschendorf, you know you're always going to get effort start to finish. She'll be out there battling.
She's up to 8 points on the night.
Within 18, Hoytom for 3. That won't go. Battered around. Huskies have it. They've got numbers. O'Keefe on the push.
Great job.
Good hand, Schroeder. Hoytom back the other way. And traveling right after Shaw. Crossed half court.
I'd like to see a replay on that one. I'm not too sure she did. Thought she kept that back foot down and just pivoted.
There's 6:20 left. It's not out of the realm of possibility that if the Huskies heat up here, that they can find their way back into this one.
Yeah, they've had a lot better sets on the offense. I would say they almost got to get within 10 at about 3 minutes, though.
And there's a good look. Lily Brote on a really nice feed from Ava O'Keefe.
Yeah, and here comes their run. You just knew they'd have something here. There's the steal.
6-0 run. Here comes Ava O'Keefe to Buschendorf. Wanted to go down low to Lavoie. Knocked out of bounds by the Abes. Ellie Jacobs in for North. Kling and Graham back in for the Old Abes.
Yeah, interesting move right now, bringing Nora Kling back in. She's got 4 fouls.
What I think, again, there's another luxury that you have with that depth. You can play Kling with 4 fouls, knowing that if she does get one, well, you just bring in the next.
But that's what she brings to the table.
Kling ahead to Rhea Shaw. No, Kling the rebound. She'll go to the line.
She gets the steal, dishes it out to Shaw. Unfortunately for Shaw, she misses that left-hander.
Meredith Adams getting set to check in. Sparks, remember those figure 8 drills you did in basketball practice? I can imagine the Abes have a lot of fun running those.
Oh, yeah. They can all run, pass.
Sanshana back in for North. Mary Adams back in for Memorial. Sanshana, 10 points to lead the Huskies tonight.
Yeah, she knocked down a couple threes. She's got to stay on the floor here now for the stretch. She's had the hot hand.
1 of 2 for Kling. The lead is up to 17 points.
Old Abes with 7 fouls are just going to back up now and start playing that half-court D.
But Shaw playing some really tight defense on Ellie O'Keefe.
She's got a look.
Gets open. That 3 right on line, but didn't go. That was one of the few times tonight, Sparks, that they ran a good set for O'Keefe, who just commits the foul there, but Hoop just wouldn't have it. And I think you touched on it. When you're running as much as O'Keefe has tonight, you're trying to expend so much energy just to get open. Sometimes the legs just aren't there.
Yeah, she's had a couple of breaks on the bench, but boy, they've been really short.
Rhea Shaw with just over 5 minutes to go. Kling looking inside. You got Adams posting up, but it's being fronted by Haley Lavoie.
Patience here by the Old Abes.
Kling spins into traffic, taken away by Buschendorf.
Well, just as I say that, yeah, Nora Kling forces one, gets the turnover.
Lavoie on the perimeter. Inside Buschendorf off her hands. Here come the Abes with Ferguson. Shaw out of the corner. That 3 no good. And Shaw commits the foul.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Fanning, I'm not real pleased at how rushed they seem to be on the offensive end. You know, they're up 17 points with 4 to play, and yet they're taking shots they just don't need to take right now. You can run a little more time, run your offense, and run that clock.
And I think, Sparks, is this kind of indicative that it's the crosstown game, and you're doing things that maybe you wouldn't do in another conference game?
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it for sure. And the Huskies knock down free throws. They can kind of creep back into this again.
Two of 2 at the line for Ellie Jacobs. It's a 15-point game now. We're over 4 minutes to go. Like we said, not out of the realm of possibility, but a steep hill for the Huskies to climb. Kling called on the walk.
Huskies are doing what they need to. Applying pressure, getting the turnovers, forcing those long-range shots and getting the rebounds. Down to 15. They get a hoop here. They might be able to get it down to 10 or 12 with just under 3, maybe 2.5 to play.
O'Keefe gives it up to Jacobs. They find O'Keefe. Shaw playing some excellent defense over there. O'Keefe
and gets the steal.
Got around, but Shaw knocked it away. Cora Graham off the glass
Good finish.
for 2.
Timeout Fanning after that beautiful layup.
We'll take a timeout as well. Back with more from the Doghouse. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this, your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Three minutes, 38 seconds remaining. Old Abe 61, Huskies 44. Security Financial Bank, SFB. Whether you are starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB has the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com. Member FDIC. Elio Keefe gives it up to Ellie Jacobs. Sands Hannah into the corner. Sikora, that one goes awry. Here comes Nora Kling.
Nobody's going to catch her.
Ahead of the pack, Kling layup good.
Well, every time the Huskies, you think they got a chance to get back in there, the Old Abe defense just leads to offense.
Nora Kling, 27 points. Back the other way, Elio Keefe. She'll go to the line.
Just think how many times now Nora Klington has taken advantage of a turnover, and she just beats everybody down the floor.
Schroeder back in for Memorial. Oh, a 2 that trip. You don't see that very often.
That just shows you the kind of night it's been for her. You're right. She does not miss free throws.
Ferguson loops it into the corner to Graham. Abe's can afford to be patient.
Yeah, this is what I talked about for the last time out. Just run your offense. Run some time until you get the layup.
Ashlyn Schroeder, that won't finish.
Welsh with the follow.
Welsh playing tough inside. So Welsh, chance to tack in some more points to her total. She's up to 14. Make it 15 for Welsh, closing in on her season average of 18.1 per game. And that one rattles out. 20-point lead for the Old Abes with 2:25 left. In good position to pick up their 12th win against just one loss. Kling, wanted a little give and go with Cora Graham, but
yeah, actually,
check that, Marley Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ferguson didn't realize how open she was. Ferguson gave it out to the wing, was kind of cutting through it. She was going to run through the other side, and Kling was like, hey, you are wide open here, take it, and just wasn't ready for it.
There are always those players, Sparks, in basketball. You have to be aware all the time because they're looking to make that dish. Rhea Shaw called on the foul.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. She's trying to get over that moving screen, as Fanning wanted called. But Shaw's going to pick up the foul. A little hobbled after that one, too.
Favoring one of the legs there.
Yeah, she was dealing. She missed a game earlier last week with a knee. Looks like she kind of aggravated it again.
Ellie O'Keefe at the line. Held to just 4 points tonight. That's nearly 10 under her average.
Yeah, a lot of credit, though, to Rhea Shaw. Just a tremendous defender, especially on the ball, point guard.
Sparks, that's 4 missed free throws in a row by Ellie O'Keefe. And again, you don't see that.
No, the only reason you can explain it is just simply the legs have gone, right? I mean, it's just so hard.
Yeah, she's expended a ton of energy and has just had a wave of defenders coming at her. Hope Buschendorf back in for North. Cora Graham and Eva Hoytom back in for Memorial. On the inbound pass, there's Nora Kling. 2 more for her. 29 points, Nora Kling. Inside Buschendorf. Out to O'Keefe. O'Keefe in traffic into the bucket.
Pretty finish right there.
Ellie O'Keefe still competing. She's up to 6 points. Kaylee, nice move for 2.
Yeah, real nice shot fake, pull-up jumper.
Boy, everybody contributing tonight for the Old Abes. Team effort. As we approach the 1-minute mark, Kling with the near steal, then the block on Buschendorf. Kling ahead to Hoytom, knocked away by Ellie O'Keefe.
Yeah, great hustle there by Ellie O'Keefe. Otherwise, that was another 2 points.
So we're under a minute to go. And Millie Kelly will throw it in for Memorial. Kling swings to Graham. Abe's content to run that weave up top. Kling takes it in. She'll head to the line with a chance to get her point total into the 30s. Now checking in is Abby Mawson-Dupre. She wears number 42. Addie Larson getting set to check in as well. That means everybody in uniform will get a chance to play in this crosstown showdown game for the Abes. And that one rolls in, 30 points, Nora Kling. Also in, Lauren Redwine, the sophomore. Is to make it 31 points for Nora Kling. 31 points for the freshman Nora Kling. She heads to the bench and gets a really nice ovation from the Old Abes faithful.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check the record book. I can't believe a freshman scored more than that in a crosstown rival game. That's for sure.
Yep, and here comes the "she's a freshman" chat. And well, she's been impressive, Sparks. The moment is not too big.
Yeah, we've seen her play a couple times this year. She's always showing those flashes. She's shown the ability to finish, but tonight it was the full game. It was the 3-pointers. It was knocking down free throws, driving hard to the hole.
When you look at, her and Hoytom are sophomores. Redwine, who's into the game, who's played some really nice ball at the JV level. She's a sophomore. Hoytom called on the travel. Final seconds of this one.
Yeah, it's nice to have those 2 freshmen playing, Hoytom and Kling. You've got Ferguson, just a sophomore. I've seen a lot of varsity minutes here.
O'Keefe fires one up at the buzzer. That is no good. Old Abes over the Huskies tonight by a final of 70-46. Impressive win for Memorial, Sparks. They led start to finish in this one. And a freshman leads them in scoring with 31 points.
Yeah, then the Old Abes have just been playing this way. They lately, last 4 or 5 games, have just been really, really impressive. They're playing good basketball. They're sharing the basketball, and every night somebody new steps up, and here it is. Nora Kling's turn to have just an outstanding game for that freshman. Everything she put up was dropping. She was attacking. She was dishing. Just a great performance all around for the Old Abes.
Nora Kling, 31 points. Raina Welsh with 15. Leading scorer for the Eau Claire North Huskies is Novalyn Sands Hannah. She had 10 points in a really strong floor game tonight. So, coming up next, the post-game show, brought to you by Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team when you have any sports-related injury or issue. You can count on prompt, proper diagnosis and a customized treatment plan to meet your goals. Their orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, in western Wisconsin. That is coming up next. You've been watching Big Rivers Conference girls basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Hip impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, we can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called the labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology, educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need to live with, or that they are not from their back or groin pulls or early arthritis. Few orthopedic surgeons are operating on hips through a scope because it is a newer and technically difficult surgery. Therefore, certain diagnoses may be missed by physicians not familiar with these newer treatment options.
Patients I see with hip joint pain that can be fixed and not just replaced can range from their mid-teens or younger teens to 50, 60 years old. In the past, patients who had labral tears in their hip were told that they may have some pre-arthritis or an early arthritic problem. They may be told that they were just prone to frequent groin pulls in the sport of their choice. And taking some time away from their sport, they may sometimes be able to return to the sport with just continued pain. And fortunately now, with our knowledge of the concept of labral tears and our ability to treat that problem, we can take people who are otherwise just waiting 20 years to undergo a hip replacement, or just feeling that they can't ever participate in that activity because they'll just keep getting groin pulls. We can take that person, we can make them better, we can fix their problem, we can bring them back to their sport, and allow them to continue to develop as an athlete or as a worker or whatever particular activity they're trying to do where that hip is affecting them.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been committed to the healthcare needs of patients in western Wisconsin for over 45 years. Their success and reputation as an outstanding orthopedic clinic can be attributed to the teamwork of their friendly, knowledgeable physicians and staff.
Here at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we have 12 partners, orthopedics, neurosurgery, non-operative spine, and foot and ankle. We really pride ourselves in listening closely to the patients and hearing what they're saying, spending a lot of time engaging in the conversation of what is really bothering that person.
After meeting with the patient, Dr. Carlson determined that his difficulties had all been related to painful hip impingement.
It was incredibly important for me to meet with a doctor that understood sports and athletics and kind of just how I wanted to continue that lifestyle instead of just kind of shutting it down. So meeting with someone like Dr. Carlson was incredibly important to me because he understood how I still wanted to be active after a surgery and still wanted to maintain my daily lifestyle.
While visiting with Dr. Carlson, we learned that he grew up skiing and continues to ski competitively across the country and also enjoys hunting, fishing, and hiking. He is passionate that his patients' goals are his goals. Whether it is getting them back to playing with their kids, working aggressively, or competing in sports, his patients are more active and enjoy their lives.
When I see those people so happy with themselves, so happy with their decision to have this fixed or to go through this process, as scary as it sometimes is, if you don't know what's on the other side. It's so satisfying for me.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Doghouse, Eau Claire Memorial defeating Eau Claire North tonight by a score of 70-46. Raina Welsh, Nora Kling. Nora Kling, your first North Memorial game at the varsity level. You scored 31 points. When you woke up today and you're thinking ahead of what do you got to do, why you got to go to school, you got to have lunch. Yeah, I'm going to drop 31 points in the Crosstown game. Describe what it was like to play in this game versus what you thought it might be like.
I thought, honestly, I didn't really know what to think going into this. I just was ready to play my best. I just wanted to show up for the team. I just wanted our team to play well. I just really wanted to beat North, and we did it. I mean,
that you did. And Raina Welsh, for you, I mean, you've been through this as a young player. Now you're a senior. You're one of the leaders of this team. You don't necessarily think you're going to win by this kind of margin, but what went into this effort tonight?
I mean, we've been working all season, and we still, I think, have a lot to grow from. We have a lot higher ceiling than probably what we've shown. But it's just incredible. We have people who can show up every night. So proud of Nora here, freshman, first Crosstown, and just shows up, has such a great game, but just shows the team that we are.
And with this team, it seems like anybody on a given night can be that player that leads things. That's got to take some pressure off of everybody that just said, hey, we can ride the hot hand and see how it goes.
Yeah, 100%. I know that I've definitely felt a lot of relief from that. If they put a lot of pressure on any one of us, we just know that we can kick it out to someone else, and we have a lot of trust in our teammates, knowing that they can do something just as great with the ball.
And I'm sure tomorrow at practice and the next day, Coach Fanning's going to have that list of things here we can do better. But you get a couple days, then you have to go over to Menominee. That's one of the other strong teams in the conference. What do you guys have to work on between now and then?
I think tonight our biggest thing was ball movement. Yeah, we kind of struggled with that tonight, and we have such a huge ceiling with our, when we do that, so many options for when we have the ball movement and stuff, and just playing good defense and stuff.
All right, you guys are back in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. You've done this before, so I'm just going to hand that to you. Dominic will give you the thumbs up.
I'm Raina Welch.
I'm Nora Kling.
And we're in the house.
All right, thank you. Hey, best of luck to you Friday. We'll see you guys down the road.
Thank you.
All right, so that's going to do it for our webcast tonight. Big thanks to my color commentator, Dave Sparger, for Dom Millay, our producer, videographer. We'll be back on the air Thursday night, Hobbs Ice Center. Big Rivers Conference boys hockey. It'll be Rice Lake at Eau Claire North. For Dave Sparger and Don Belay, I'm Bob Radovich saying good night